morning.
Hi, this is Yudi, and this was an amazing podcast today. And hey, just watch the video. It's worth it.
Maybe you want to do the ending? It's just go and try it. And the worst thing will happen is that you'll fail.
Right.
And
Actually, you can put this on the video if you want. A friend of mine who is kind of one of my mentors, and this has to do with that idea of we feel fear, when we try to do things or we're afraid of failing. We talked about that. And he has his MBA from a prestigious school, right? And he goes to his MBA class, and the very first day of class, the room is full of, CEOs and, CMOs and, C-level people from all these big places that are in there working on getting their MBAs. And the professor basically says, how many of you in here feel like you're totally out of place, totally inadequate, totally like a failure and an imposter? And he said, everybody in the room raised their hands. And the professor says, exactly. He goes, because we all feel that way. It's just like we have this confidence bias, right? We feel like we're not good enough, or like it's going to happen. We have this perception it's going to happen in a different way. We all feel that. It's not, regardless of whether you are at the bottom or whether you're the CEO of the company, there is that confidence bias that comes in. You just feel like in some way maybe you don't have what it takes, or you're not completely prepared, or you're not good enough to be in this room, or whatever it is. We all feel that way. And so when he told me that, and maybe he was just telling me a story and it wasn't really true, he was just trying to pump me up, but when he told me that, it actually gave me a lot of, hey, you know what, I'm scared to death to walk in this boardroom and pitch, but they're just as nervous, right, in some way, shape, or form, right? They're asking me into this boardroom to pitch because they need my help, right? And it's the same thing too, like when you ask for a sale, or you ask for a job, or you try to make something, move forward. What's the worst thing that can happen? It could not work, or they could say no. All right, so what? Just do it again. Right. When you look at anybody who's super successful, there's sports analogies, there's business analogies. There's the JCPenney story of, failure before being successful. That it's just keeping going, right? It's just like, it's like, I think it's probably a misquoted quote from Winston Churchill, but failure is only final if it's the last time you try, or somebody quoted it. But it's like, you just have to just keep going, right? It's not, failure isn't the end.